So I was at my live stream a couple of days ago, and you know what? I needed a game. No one was doing anything. I'd been doing it for like 3.5 hours, and no one was there saying, "Hey, I want a game." So I was like, Scott was on Skype, and I know that he's an NU man, and he's pretty damn experienced in that meta game. So it was going to be a 4th gen match. So I decided, you know what? Let's do one. 4th gen NU. And basically what I did was I threw a team together pretty much at random, pretty much from generally the pokes that I like in NU and the pokes that I like to use overall. So as you can see, the team matchup here, his team is very solid. Just looking at it, he's got his physical and special wall and Hypno and Sandslash, his Meganium as a cleric, his Typhlosion as some kind of sweeping potential, as does his Sharpedo. Overall, it seemed pretty much a balanced team. Mine, I tried to put as much balance in it as I could. A couple of walls thrown in there, as well as Mantler as a legendary leadoff. And overall, it turned out to be a pretty damn close game, and a pretty damn epic one with a ton of prediction going on. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So before I start, I should mention that this was recorded by his Versus recorder, which is why it's an emulator and such, and he kindly managed to give it to me. So I'm leading off with Mantler. Obviously I'm on the opposite side. I go for the Thunderwave, expecting him to just, I don't really know what he was going to do, but unfortunately he subs, meaning it's not going to be able to cripple the Yanma, and then his Hypnosis misses as I go for the Thunderbolt. Now I believe he was hosting, so Hypnosis's accuracy was not as good as it could be. I was playing on Diamond, so I think he did host. I can't quite remember, but isn't going to work out for him, and Hypnosis is going to miss. Now he switches out to his Sandslash as I switch out to my Noctowl, hoping to take a Hypnosis thanks to the Insomnia. Unfortunately, he does go out to Sandslash, and my Hypnosis misses as he gets up 3 Stealth Rocks, which is a real pain. If I'd managed to get that Sandslash to sleep, then I would have had a hell of a lot easier job taking out the rest of his team, because I wouldn't have been crippled by the Stealth Rock. Now he is going to go to his Hypno here as I go for the Nightshade, and he's going to pull off a Thunder Wave on me. To be honest, I'm not really that bothered by it. I have a Cleric of my own, which is my Jingle, my Chimico, and it's going to be able to clear up that status at some point, but for now he's going to switch out, fearing another Nightshade or some other kind of move, but I'm just going to Whirlwind him. I kind of just want to see what else he has. This is 4th gen, you don't get the team preview, so I kind of wanted to Whirlwind his team around a bit and see what he was carrying. He goes out to a Typhlosion, and he's going to go for the Flamethrower here, probably just to see how much damage it's going to do. It's not going to do anything at all, because my Sophos is a special wall and has very nice Spec D bulky defenses, which means I am not going to get paralyzed, thankfully, and going to get off the sleep, which is going to put him straight to bed, and he can go 90-90. So out comes Rocket Man, which is his Sharpedo. This thing kind of scared me quite a lot. I do manage to get the Nightshade off it on it to start with, which is good because it takes him down quite a bit. Sharpedo doesn't have very good health overall. Its HP stat is pretty poor, so it's pretty decent to get that hit on it early on. Now here I believe that he's going to be a physical Sharpedo, which is why I go into the Mantler to go for the Intimidate and hopefully cut his attack down a bit, and he actually goes for the Hydro Pump, so I think I probably would have been better staying in there and either going for a Roost to stall out his Life Orb, or just going for something like I don't know, a Nightshade to wear down his health. But at this point, I think another Hydro Pump may just take me out. However, I get very fortunate and Hacks comes my way. Hydro Pump misses, perhaps trading for the Hypnosis miss that I had. Then again, he Hypnosis missed as well. So Hacks is bouncing around here and there, and it can be even, but at the moment it looks relatively even-ish. Overall, so I do go for the Thunderbolt. He is going to switch out to a Resist, which is his Meganium. It's going to take it beautifully because it has massive Spec D, resists it, and it is unstabbed. Therefore, he's really not going to be afraid of it whatsoever. Now, he does carry Aromatherapy on his Meganium. I did not know he did, which is excellent for him. It means he's able to wake up his sleeping whatever the hell's asleep and unparalyze his Sharpedo. I am going to go for the Thunder Wave, however, because I didn't see Aromatherapy before, and I didn't know, what would be useful against this Meganium. I thought, just getting it paralyzed is going to help me in the long run, because it's just going to, ensure that he maybe gets power hacked at some point and may help me out. Now, here I make kind of a big misplay. I go to Ampharos. Ampharos, kind of the weak link in my team. It's a poke I haven't used much of in the past. No one's really seen me use it. I've never really used it in competitive play before, but it was hanging around in my boxes, and it is NU, so I decided to use it. Now, here I do make a poor over prediction, and I go for the focus punch expecting him to switch out to something to take a hidden power ice. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. I was predicting his Sharpedo switch in there, hoping that he would go to it, predicting my HP ice, but he doesn't, decide to stay in and seed bomb me, and he did get the leech seed up on me first turn, which is going to wear me down even more. So things are not looking good for me here whatsoever. I'm going to go for the hidden power this time, knowing he's probably just going to stay in, and it actually does a really nice amount. If I'd only gone for it first time, then I hopefully would have been ensured some kind of easy kill on this guy. But he's going to go for the aromatherapy just to cure his paralysis, so that he can be able to wall my attacks better, not have that sort of threat there, so that in case he gets fully paralyzed, it would kind of ruin his day if he did. And I got a few hidden power ices off. Now here we both predict each other's switches. I predict him to go out to Sharpedo once again to take the hidden power ice, and he predicts me to switch out, not wanting to take another seed bomb. So he goes for the leech seed while I go for the thunderbolt, both predicting different things there, and the double over prediction does not work out for either of us, which is kind of bad. But overall it's just stalling, and in the long run I'm going to be the one who's losing out, because he's getting leech seed recovery and I am getting jack shit. So he's going to get a crit on the seed bomb, completely useless, because as you saw, the seed bomb did enough last time where it would have taken me out anyway. And he's now back at relatively decent health, has about 3/4 left, but bringing in Incendia now, unfortunately going to take the stealth rock damage. As I said before, if the hypnosis had hit the Sand Slash, wouldn't have got rocks up this early, and Incendia wouldn't have been so crippled. But I am going to have to go for the offensive move with the Stone Edge. I predict him to switch here, hoping to go into something that would resist the fire attack and hopefully get a Stone Edge off. Unfortunately, Stone Edge does miss. Another kind of hacks thrown around here. If Stone Edge had hit, I would have surely been able to KO the Hypno. Unfortunately, the Fire Fang is going to take it down really well, not really low, but it's going to take it down to where if Stone Edge had hit, Fire Fang would have taken him out. Unfortunately, he is able to get off the paralyze on me, and this is not looking good for me whatsoever. My Noctowl is still paralyzed, this guy is now paralyzed, and Stealth Rock are up, which both these guys are weak to, so switching them out to try and help myself is not going to be beneficial in the long run. He's going to protect stall here just to gain back some lefties of his own. Unfortunately for him, I'm going to gain back lefties as well, so he's kind of aiding me by doing that also, as well as kind of scouting out what I'm going to do. Here I predict him to switch and so go for the Stone Edge. I would have been better off going for the Fire Fang, would have done a lot more to this Sand Slash. I do get a critical hit Stone Edge, obviously does not make a hell of a lot of difference, to be honest, mainly because it is resisted by Sand Slash, and he has a heck of a load of defenses, so he's going to take it very easily. This is kind of a sticky situation. Predicting an Earthquake, I'm going to go into my Jingle, hopefully take it relatively well, and my plan is to set up a Heal Bell, so that both my Incendia and my Sophos are going to be cured. Unfortunately for me, he does go for the Knockoff, which is an extremely nice move. Knockoff, obviously something that I abuse with Shuckle very long time, but I can't speak, sorry. Yeah, I've been speaking for a long time now. This is a long game. So I do get the Heal Bell off, but he is going to switch to his Meganium, something that can threaten me potentially, and is going to go for the Seed Bomb. Now this doesn't do that much, and I am able to get off a Hypnosis. Unfortunately, I believe he's going to switch here, and I'm probably not going to be able to get a wish up in time for my Jingle to live, so I'm going to go for it anyway and kind of hope that he doesn't switch and tries to stall some sleep turns. Unfortunately, he does go to his Sharpedo, which is going to threaten me with a move. Now here is where his use of Hydro Pump earlier on really does cost me. I believe he's going to go for a Dark Pulse, thinking he's a special Life Orb set, but in fact he is mixed, and he pulls out the Crunch on me at the perfect time as I go to my Special Wall to take the hit. And as you can see, that that key play there is gonna make a huge load of difference, because Sophos would have helped me a hell of a lot against a couple of guys on his team, Typhlosion in particular. Unfortunately, however, it's gonna go down thanks to his Mixpedo, which I already made a joke about in my guest narration for him, but we're not going to go there. So we're gonna go for the Thunderbolt here, hoping he's gonna stay in. Unfortunately, does go out to the Meganium, and at this point I'm thinking he has a sleeping Meganium in. He really wants to leave it in to probably take some turns of sleep. So hopefully, if he wants to burn turns of sleep, I'm going to go into my my Incendia and pull off a Fire Fang. Unfortunately, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm choking. Unfortunately for me, he makes a really nice prediction. Excellent play on his part. Goes to his Sharpedo, predicting my switch into Entei. And that really just surprised me, kind of. I was like, oh dear, this is not looking good. Now, I didn't know he was going to carry Aqua Jet, and I was sure that I would outspeed him. Unfortunately for me, he does carry it, and I'm going to get the Stone Edge off to take him out, but that is going to mortally cripple my my Entei, to the point at which it probably isn't going to live another Stealth Rock switch in, unless this Leftovers is going to bring me up to where it will. I'm not quite sure, but at the moment, unless I get something like a Wish Pass to it from my Jingle, it's not going to be a whole lot of use to me. So he is going to bring in Hypno, and here I'm just kind of praying that Fire Fang takes him out. From the amount of damage it did last time, it may well just do, but as you can see, he is left with 44 HP, and I'm going to go down. In actual fact, I had exactly 100 HP at that time. He could see on the stream that I had exactly 100 HP, so he knew that Seismic Toss was safe just from that knowledge, and it did take me out, so he was really lucky there that my lefties brought me to that exact number. If it had been 101, then I may have been able to take him out with another Fire Fang. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But here he's going to stall again to get a couple more turns of lefties with the Protect there. Now, I do carry the Shadow Ball, and judging by his Spec D and the fact that it's unstabbed and Mantler isn't really a great special attacker, I didn't quite think it would take it out, but I do actually get a critical hit there, which we're not sure if it mattered or not. We didn't really bother running any damage calcs, but it kind of seemed that it may have made some kind of difference. Didn't really know in the long run. So his Typhlosion is going to come out here, and it's going to miss a Focus Blast. Another really big hacks. Both of us kind of bouncing hacks back and forth in this game, and it's kind of turning things on its head. I'm 100% sure that Focus Blast probably would have taken Mantler out, so, Mantler the God manages to dodge and evade everything that comes his way, and managed to pull off a Thunder Wave, which is perfect. Allows me to go for the Thunderbolt on the Typhlosion, but he is going to switch, be safe, and he knows that if he wakes up his Meganium, he will be able to pull off an Aromatherapy, which is something I am super afraid of. If he gets to pull off an Aromatherapy, his Typhlosion is going to be able to come back in free, and with the Thunder Wave gone, he is going to be able to outspeed a lot of my guys, which I do not want to happen. So I'm going to take this perfect opportunity. I'm going to go to my Dookie, and I do have the Nasty Plot, and I do have the Heat Wave. Now, I know that after one Nasty Plot, a Heat Wave is going to be a sure hit KO on that Meganium. It doesn't really matter how much Spec D he has. I have Life Orb and the Nasty Plot boost. I know it's going to take him out. So here is a pretty crucial play. I've got to get this Heat Wave to hit, and hopefully it will be able to sweep the rest of his team, because I crippled his Typhlosion, but it misses, and he gets the Aromatherapy off. So that was pretty damn huge. The Heat Wave misses, and I guess overall that kind of balances out the Focus Blast miss, and in the end it's really going to cost me. So go for the Hyper Voice here. I actually predict him to go to Typhlosion. Not the best idea in my books. I should have just gone for the Heat Wave to take him out clean, but he does live the Hyper Voice even with the Nasty Plot and the Life Orb boost, and is able to get a free Leech Seed onto me, which is going to take me down even more with extra damage, as if Life Orb wasn't enough, at the point where he's going to be able to live pretty relatively well at 91. Another Hyper Voice is going to take him out, however. I guess, the reason that he didn't switch to Typhlosion straight away was because he knew that it was now safe, and that he just needed Meganium to die to get a safe switch in, which he does get the safe switch in now, and unfortunately for me, I'm not going to be able to outspeed this Typhlosion. It is faster, and he's going to take me out with the Flamethrower. The rest of my guys aren't really going to be able to stand up to him. Mantler, of course, is weak to the Focus Blast, and Jingle, even though it has really nice bulk and great Spec D, it is not going to be able to live a Flamethrower from this guy, which is really unfortunate. I don't know, that, hacks really did play a kind of crucial role in this game, but overall Scott played extremely well and made some great predictions, which I really wasn't able to go around. Overall, you know, he's very experienced in this metagame, and he knows it a hell of a lot better than I do, and has, you know, he has a very well balanced team, which works around a lot of his weaknesses, and he's able to use it very effectively. So unfortunately, my bunch of dudes were not able to do the job. As you can see, Shadow Ball is not going to be able to take out his sub, which shows Mantler's lack of special attacking power. And Mantler himself is unfortunately going to go down. But, you know, says a lot about Mantler, the fact that he was able to survive the entire game. What a man. So yeah, that was a really, really great match. Definitely the best match that I had on my live stream that night. Really, really interesting stuff, and you know, I never really play a lot of NU, so it was great to do it and get another 4th gen game in, because I haven't been doing too many recently. In any case, I guess you should go check out Scott's channel, TheAcousticKind. I will leave his link in the description, so definitely go check him out. He's getting up there in subs. You know, he's new on the block and is racking up people very quickly, so go check him out. Very great narrations. I did a guest narration for him, which is somewhere on his channel. If you want to check that out, then feel free to. But for now, it's been a hell of a long video, so I'm going to cut it short. And thank you all for watching, and I will see all you guys next time. Goodbye.